Turbo laser. Charge is set.
Oh, I missed! Oh, that could have got me killed.
Way too easy. Turbo laser's almost blown.
Oh, we traded. Yeah, they kind of just brushed over Luke and Grogu training to the point where people are in this stream are asking like, oh, he's done with Luke already. I'm like, dude, he should still be there for quite a bit of training. Like, elapsing time didn't work. They didn't even put any emphasis on that. So, like, building him up training that whole season would have been good. But they clearly, there was some confusion in the writing room because I think Filoni and them and Favreau, they have their idea on where the story is going to go. But I still really feel like it's just a higher up call to bring Grogu back. Because it doesn't make sense. If they were going down the route of Din's story being done with Season 2, or being the focal point anyway, not that his story's done, Season 2 would have been a great ending. But then to all of a sudden bring him back in Book of Boba and then reunite him and then have him here, not be the focal point, but now Grogu's with him, that is horrible writing. It doesn't make any sense. You completely negate the great stuff you built up to just to bring him back. No one can convince me that's good writing. That's 100% horrible writing. I don't give a fuck how much you like Grogu, and you can enjoy watching Grogu. I don't mind. I enjoy Grogu too. But if you're only here to see Grogu and be happy, okay, that's fine. But don't give me shit about that's good writing, because it's not good writing. Doesn't mean you don't have to like it, but that's not good writing. Don't give me that shit. That's where I get so annoyed when we talk about good writing and some of the Star Wars fans who just want to see lightsabers come in. Well, I thought it was cool. I'm like, but you're not talking about good writing. You just want to see Grogu. And I'm like, fine, you can do that, but that doesn't mean it's good writing, though. Get the fuck out of here. Even with how bad Game of Thrones ending was, imagine if they had built up to this huge war between all these clans and groups, and then at the end they're like, you know what? Let's just be friends. Okay, it's like, but you spent literally 7 seasons building up to you guys being in a big war, and then you just randomly stop because they're like, no, we don't want any of your guys' favorite characters to die. Some people like Cersei. We don't want her to die. So we're gonna have you guys be friends so everyone's happy. Like, that's not good writing. It's horrible. And that's with the season already kind of having a bad ending as it is, but like that was just nothing is compared to that. Let's put it that way. I still think Grogu's gonna get back with Luke at some point. It just doesn't make sense. They're building him up. He's gonna train with everyone, and you're gonna see him with Rey in this Rey series or movie or show, whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know, but you're definitely gonna see them at some point. Someone was even saying Yoda in 90 was training people, like a Jedi Master already. That would still be pretty fucking young, but I'm like, damn, Grogu's gonna be training people? Because that would be around the age he would be during the Rey timeline, if it's 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker. Personally, I still think that's a little young for Grogu to be training, because he really doesn't, he doesn't even talk yet, but, I get it. But he'll definitely be with Rey in some way, shape, or form. I missed. I swing, but I miss. Somebody charged me up. Thank you. Didn't kill anyone, or killed barely any, and lost all my health. Well, I'll worth it. Let's do this, but even though I'll lose more health than these guys, because Yoda has to sit there and wait for a while to charge up.
detention block's closed, but we gotta override the cell door.
What, Rey's being 3 movies? So I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to see
And
that.
hope for the best.
Just give her something, but don't give her a trilogy. But who knows? Maybe we're talking about something else. Speak of the devil, bitch! I don't want you getting your own trilogy. I don't hate you as much as everyone else. I hate the writing around you. I'm not 100% anti-Rey. Plus, you're hot as fuck, and I would love to jack off to you. And more Star Wars means more jack off. So let's go. But still, that's especially if like Ahsoka fails and other stuff. I don't know, man. It's gonna depend a lot on how good Star Wars does on a whole before that show comes out. Like if that show ultimately just, if Ahsoka bombs and some of these other shows they keep just not doing good, and just by the time the Rey one's gonna come out, I'm gonna be so not into it. Like it's gonna be hard. And apparently this guy didn't get hit with that, so he gets to just shoot me some more. Somebody charge me up so I can just get shot in the face when I push you. Oh, it worked that time. Thank you. Shield wall, there's gas. Somebody charge me up so I can push you before. No, let's just get out of here while we can. Meanwhile, I'm jumping into a wall like an idiot. Yeah, I'd be in Little Fingers brothel too. Oh, we got one? Is this video even 10 minutes long? I don't even know. I wasn't really paying much attention. We've just been talking, but we haven't died though somehow, so this other team must really suck if I'm still alive at the end with a hero. That's fair nowadays. You hit me from up top, bro. Just think about that for a second, game. Iowa! Chew up! Did he hit me with that last swing even though I'm not near him? Bitch, what happened? Remember when I'm Kylo and we don't even get a fucking hit marker with a thing? On a regular? But he's hitting us from over there? Seems about right. Excuse me. Fucking burps. Oh, and the grenade right where we landed. Fantastic. I'm not against Rey's character. I think it could have been done well, but the writing they did for it was just fucking bad, honestly. I'm not against Palpatine having some daughter/clone granddaughter, whatever the fuck she is. I don't even remember, something along those lines, and being powerful. Like I get it. I don't mind. Rogue One was great. I love Rogue One. I've said it 1,000 times. When I get past the nostalgia of the originals, I will actually say Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars movie. Like, nothing beats the nostalgia of the originals. I was fucking as big a fan as you could be, and I still love those movies, even though they have some issues when you look back in terms of quality writing and shit, but I'll still take Rogue One over it. In terms of which one I like the best. Like, they just did so good. Out of all the movies that have came out since the originals, I feel like that has the most original Star Wars feel anyway, is Rogue One. And part of that's probably just because they actually used some of the original footage that wasn't used. Like in the space combat, they had some of those guys in there. Like, they did such a good job mixing that stuff in there. I don't feel like enough people gave them credit for doing that. Like, they put them in there so good. I'm like, dude, that's old-ass footage, and it fit. You could tell it was old footage, but it fit into the movie. Like, yeah. I think they did a good job. I know everybody was mad about the CGI. Like, bitch, that's what you're mad about? Those are the dudes just looking for shit to complain about at that point. Like, because the CGI wasn't really that fucking bad. Like, calm down. We've seen worse. We've seen worse bringing to movies some characters in like what's his name, the Kenobi one, the Grand Inquisitor. Like they didn't even try with that guy. Okay, why are you so picky, Ninja? Look at what they just did in Mandalorian with Zeb. He looked amazing. You could do that, but they just chose not to do it with the Grand Inquisitor, I guess. And whatever fucking other Inquisitor that Asian one was, and didn't really look good either. What?
Wish that tech were faster. I hate the way.
Gate control override. Shut down.
Well, I thought this was gonna be an easy win, but apparently not now. We do have a lot of teammates here now, though.
Gotta open the inner gate. Running override.
Did that shot register? If it did, he's gonna be weak. Yeah, the build up in Rogue One was so good, and they did a Vader appearance just right. They didn't go overboard like Vader's gonna be in it the whole time. Like he had a brief talking thing, and then it culminated with that badass scene at the end. Like they did fan service just right, and they actually had space combat between two actual forces, which is just rare nowadays. Fucking apparently.